The Golden Knights have done something incredible. They have helped me come out of retirement. Hello. Tyler, it's been a minute. I am going to talk about the thing that they did, which is trade for Rasmus Andersson, like we've been talking about for over a year now, because people love Vegas. Well, not fans of the NHL, but players in the NHL. They love coming here. By golly, yeah! We are in a very favorable situation with taxes, of course, and that's the only thing, right? And league favoritism and the refs being in our corner because, you know, it's always Vegas, right? And so obviously players want to come here to win with the one championship that we have in 8 years so far, because let's make it 9-2 in the 9. I'm so out of it, like out of the loop, out of the rhythm. That's what it is. Out of practice. So let me ease back into this by jumping in feet first. I will admit that my first reaction to this was when I saw what the return was. So Darren Dreger announced first that the trade was happening, that it was pending trade call, but that Rasmus Andersson was heading to Vegas. And I didn't see that. I saw Elliot Friedman tweet out what the return was. And my heart sank because Zach Whitecloud, who has been a member of the Golden Knights organization since the inaugural year. He played one game for us. He was an undrafted free agent out of Bemidji State, you know, and he has been one of the most humble and just people, the best people that has gone through the Vegas organization. I am so sad to be losing him. That being said, it is 100% the logical choice, and in the business world of hockey, the Vegas Golden Knights organization got better today. Why I can't be general manager for a hockey team. I get too invested in these players. But Vegas, you know, a Vegas fan invested in its players? Wow. Am I stupid or something? Zach Whitecloud is, he drank Coke Slurpee out of the Stanley Cup when he won it in 2023. And, you know, him and Haig growing up through the system in Chicago and into Vegas, and it's just been really, really cool to see them on their journey and becoming established NHL players. And the fact that we've had him for as long as we've had him is fantastic. And to the Calgary Flames, you're getting one really stand up. He's 30, but like young man. I don't know. He's older than me. Don't look at me like that. You're not only getting him, but you're also getting the 2027 first round pick. Not like you had another one of our first round picks from the Noah Hannafin trade. Who that one is? Says Noah Hannafin, 55. I don't want to take it off and turn it around. And so now they're going to be reunited, just like Hannafin was reunited with Eichel. You know, it's just Hannafin's dream situation, playing with his best friend, former teammate, line defensive pair partner, Rasmus. I don't know. But that's probably how it's going to shake out. So I keep jumping around. The full package is Rasmus Andersson at 50% retained, which he was already at like a 4.8-ish million average annual value. There's no extension in place as of right now, which it was the same situation with Hannafin. It took about a month before we extended him. I would be interested to see if we extend Andersson. It might be one of those situations with Vegas that we've seen in the past where if it's not a good fit, we'll just ship him off again. And doing it now, you know, with a couple of months before the trade deadline, like it's good. We gave up Zach Whitecloud, the 2027 first round pick, and a 2027 conditional second round pick that becomes, I believe, the 2028. I don't know if that was specified. First round pick if we were to win the Stanley Cup, which you'd 100%, 100 out of 100 times take that trade as a Vegas Golden Knight fan, because it's all about winning the Stanley Cup, right? And losing Zach Whitecloud in that that's probably the thing that hurts the most, you know. There was also a prospect who has definitely developed, but is not like one of the best prospects that we have in the system. It's Abraham Wiebe, who is a defenseman at UND. There was rumors about Boston being the lead team in on Andersson yesterday. So the fact that this just appeared out of nowhere, out of nowhere for Vegas being the lead candidate, because everybody was wondering how on earth they were going to be able to do this, because it was rumored that an extension had to be part of it. But Rasmus had been, it had been rumored that he only wanted to go to Vegas. So that's how it gets done. And because they retained 50% of his contract to send him here, we actually, Vegas, gained cap space by sending Zach Whitecloud there of about 400,000, which is the exact amount necessary for when Brayden McNabb comes back off of LTIR. Kelly McCrimmon is a wizard when it comes to working the legal system that is in place and doing it so well. And it's never boring to be a Vegas Golden Knight fan. And we just keep making trades with the Flames. So now they have Miramanov, Pahal, and Whitecloud, and which is insane to me. But I'm not an NHL scout. I don't know. I'm a fan. But my initial reaction is that this does booster our blue line, which the entire Vegas roster has been riddled with injuries since I was last here. In and out of the lineup. Mark Stone, Shea Theodore was out for a bit. Brayden McNabb is currently out. And just all the time, no, Hannafin was out for a while. Aiden Hill just came back. And this is after Carter Hart got injured. It's been in general, I think in the entire league has seen an uptick in injuries because of the condensed schedule due to the Olympics coming up. But it's hit Vegas really hard, and yet we have stayed at the top of the Pacific, which is so bizarre. And so much has happened since I've been gone, but the overtime has been ridiculous. We went to more overtimes in the first half of the season than all of last season, and we keep going there. Mark Stone has been on an incredible, I have a haircut, by the way, that was terrible. I gave it to myself. Mark Stone has been on a career best 11 game point streak, which ties the franchise high with Thomas Hertl. What? He has barely been here, but okay, great. This is interesting. I want to see how this plays out. I do think that this makes Vegas better. We're just gonna have to see. And of course, I am sad that Whitecloud is gone, but logically it made sense because we have Theodore who can play left or right. He's left-handed, but he likes playing the right. We have Caden Korczak. We have now Rasmus Andersson. And between Korczak and Whitecloud, Korczak's cheaper, he's younger. Whitecloud is very defensive-minded. Korczak has more of an offensive flair to his game. Which Andersson is also supposed to have offensive flair to his game, which we'll see, how it all plays out. It probably means that the reacquired Dylan Coghlan from the offseason will not see very much game time with the Vegas Golden Knights, which is unfortunate because he's the only Vegas Golden Knight defenseman that has scored a hat trick in franchise history. It was his first, second, and third career goals. And that he scored in a hat trick. It was fantastic. It was cool to have him back, but I'm not going to use him, which is probably a good thing because, that would mean that Vegas is probably really hurting for defensemen. No offense to Coghlan, who's worlds and leaps and bounds better than me. They went through a terrible slump, the Vegas Golden Knights did. Now I'm just recapping basically what had happened, where we were constantly losing in overtime, which is, we had the less regulation wins than the St. Louis Blues, I guess, at one point recently, and that's not good. But the overtime losses have been elevating us, which is good and bad because with the Vegas Golden Knights all season, there has never been a lead that we've held comfortably. Even yesterday when we were playing the Preds up 7-1 and they scored the one with 2.5 minutes left, I was like, oh, because it just seems like no lead is safe in a Vegas Golden Knight game. For us, for the other team, the Toronto game, we crawled back from 3 or 4 2-goal deficits. Mitch Marner, third star, let's go. It did suck for Nylander to be out. Anyway, there's so much to go. And this is not me coming back full time. Honestly, the whole reason I took an absence to begin with was because I was noticing a decline in my health because staying up late, East Coast, and I would be watching the games till about 12:30, and then recording a video, editing it, posting it, being in bed by like 2. And then my son has kindergarten, and I have to wake up for that by 6:30. And my body, after a couple of months of doing that, was not handling it. And so this is me just jumping in to say hi. How have you been? Hopefully you've been good. The people that have been here, and I've seen the comments saying, hey, hope I'm okay, where's the content? And I really appreciate it. But if something big happens again, I might come back. I might make another video during the Olympic break and just recovering the basics. I might jump on here every once in a while, and then I'm hoping that once the playoffs hit, because also my baby, the third one, hat trick baby, because she was born and then there were like 3 hat tricks in the games right after anyway, she finally started sleeping through the night like this last week. So I feel better than I felt in like a year. This is great, you know? And so between, you know, my son starting kindergarten and not getting the full 4.5 hours sleep that I would be getting, it was just a lot. And so I decided to take a step back. I should have probably said, hey, I'm going to, because, you know, like I genuinely appreciate everybody that comes here. And so I shouldn't have left it hanging like that. Sorry for ghosting you. But I might pop in. We'll see where this goes. I'm not committing to anything. We'll see where life takes us. But know that I've been following along, watching the games, and cheering for the Golden Knights because, of course, hockey is my favorite sport. It is the best sport in the world, in my opinion, and I love it so much. That is a defining characteristic of everyone who meets me and knows me, knows how obsessed I am with hockey. So that's continuing behind the scenes, but just wanted to say, hey, this trade happened, and I'm gonna miss Zach Whitecloud a ton, but I'm also excited about the potential that it brings to Vegas's blue line being that much more solid with Theodore, McNabb, Hannafin, Andersson, Korzak, and hopefully not Lauzon. Oh my goodness, can we get that guy off this team, please? Like, he's leaps and bounds better than me too, but like, oh my goodness, he takes untimely penalties all the time, and just, frustrating to no end, but I'm gonna cheer for him to succeed as long as he's wearing a Golden Knights jersey. Zach Whitecloud's return to Vegas will be April 2nd if he plays in that game. Hopefully, you know, injuries and whatnot. Honestly, like the character of Zach Whitecloud is captain material. He's so good. And just a very humble, down-to-earth man that I wish nothing but success in Calgary and beyond that. And welcome Andersson. Hopefully we're able to go fight win, right? General Manager Kelly McCrimmon's still goated, and that's just all I want to say. But thank you so much. What do you think of the trade? And what is your favorite Zach Whitecloud memory? For me, it's the Stanley Cup, obviously. Drinking the Slurpee out of the Stanley Cup. You know, taking it back to the reservation where he grew up. Just, you know, 100% that. But love that kid, and excited to welcome Rasmus Andersson to the club. But that's going to be it for today's night review. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.